countdown. Everybody can hear what you say on the countdown. Stow it.
I can't say anything. I'm half asleep. Is it
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Welcome, huzzah.
Huzzah!
We've got Athel's in chat. We've got DOV's in because, David of the Valleys is a very long word, so we don't want to confuse ourselves. So Dov's in. Jimmy, James, Bilge, Dom's in. Paul's in. Jeffro's in. Besides Chunk, I think that's the crew we're knowing. So, but we got James up there. He just won't show his face on TV. It's not because he's a dentist. It just seems Australian viewers understand that, Ed. We can't show you his face. So,
because he's a cook and he doesn't want to be recognised.
He's a cook, yeah. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start off with the person who's been away the longest, which pretty much is James. And James is going to share with us what he's doing, what he's building.
Well
done, James. I'll take a guess. It's there.
Great being voluntold there, eh?
Oh, absolutely, mate.
So down here in front of me, I have the recent Hawker Sea Fury kit.
Yep.
By Airfix, and I only started it back in the green room. Was it 15 minutes ago? So that's how fresh it is for me. I've almost completed my Ukrainian F-39 Gripen.
Looking stunning, sir.
So I've got some weapons to put on. There's still I have to do another coat of aircraft grey, I think it is, or medium grey on the missiles. What else? I recently got a new tool. I got the Display sanding tool. So this is the second one. This is the second one. The red one was the first one. The black one's the second one. So yeah, I've only So that's what's been happening here at the desk.
And life.
This has been the first weekend at home with literally nothing to do. I say literally nothing to do. Took Tim to work yesterday. Madison, my daughter, had a job trial yesterday for 3 hours, then had a job interview today. The wife's at work, as per usual. Bonnie is laying on the floor. She may show a face later if she gets up on my lap. Last week, the Young Diggers parody group I belong to, and where Bonnie and I do her dog assistance training. Had a charity day at Bow Desert Golf Club. That was a good day, a long day. I don't play golf. I went there to support, but it was still a great day. I'd been to Sydney and back, I think the week before that. And I'm off to Cairns this Thursday morning for more BMX. So, yeah.
Oh, very good, mate. Well, we've got a heap in chat, and we've got 12 sitting in the background there so far. Jeffro has magically disappeared. Paul disappeared, then reappeared. We're going with our man somewhere in New South Wales, Bilge. Location kept discreet from the entire world.
It's the Batcave of Australia.
Yeah, no, I've had a bit of a crap week. Well, as most of you probably already know, my Wi-Fi decided to go poopy in its trousers last week.
Because you had power off or something, didn't it?
Hey?
Didn't you have the power out or something to the house?
Actually, my booster unit just went, you know what? Up you, I'm not going to send the signal anymore.
You need better hamsters.
2 or 3 days ago, it decided to go, oh, okay, I'll work again. So we got that sorted. But besides that, Thursday last week, typical Ford, it went poopy in its trousers. And the mechanics had it since then. And he thinks it might be the ignition. Yes, hello, Nay. He thinks it might be the ignition module. He's got a replacement because Monday's a public holiday. Can't do anything until Tuesday. So, yeah, that's that. But on a more sad note, I actually found out a couple of weeks ago that my old cadet unit that Elkie, shut up. My old cadet unit that I used to be a part of, TS Lismore, Ballina Shire Council actually refused to renew their lease for the property, and they were more or less given to the end of, I think it was last month, to vacate the premises, and they've actually had to relocate to the 41st Battalion in Lismore. So, in a kind of good way, TS Lismore's come back to its namesake, but you know, they're probably not in a good spot at the moment, being uprooted and everything. So I hope everything's going well there. And as for tonight, well, I finished the sub a while ago that, yeah, everyone reckons it looks good. I mean, yeah, sure, it looks good from the other side of the room. I'm not totally happy with it, but that's just me. But yeah, so I'm just going to poke around tonight, try and find something to keep me occupied, probably do a little bit of dusting to appease the dusty dom, and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. I mean, I've got a ton of builds I need to do, but I've just got so much, I don't know which way to go. So
if you bring out a vacuum cleaner, Dom will lose his mind.
I've got one just out there.
It'd be pants down for Dom. Speaking of the man,
if I bring the Dyson out, there'd be so many parts just go off that kit. It wouldn't be funny because we all know how much glue that Pete was very sparing with.
Speaking of our man in Europe.
Good morning.
Good.
Evening for the Aussies.
Our man in Europe or our hand in Europe?
Our gland in Europe.
Okay. What is going on with my camera?
Looking good so far, but you got to stop parking it in dodgy areas.
Yeah. I did the decals on the Corvette C5.
That looks like it's parked in Penrith.
Looks great, mate. I'll be back in 5.
He is ready for 2K clear coat. I did the windows.
And
You
it
did
goes
that
from
with the
calories.
second one, you don't?
Yeah, this is the windows, and I did the black lines with on the inside of the window with the
The
Sharpie.
Sharpie.
Maybe you have that in Australia too. I think so.
Only by the bagful.
And I did the whole body. Everything is together. The interior. It's not really interesting or something. It's basic. White roll cage, red chair. I did it. I read. It was not in the instructions read. Well, whatever. It's my car. And the engine. You have all the carbon fiber on it, but what you do, you set this thing on and you see nothing. I don't care.
That's just not
Jason, I
right.
hope you brought along enough food for the rest of us.
If you do
Well-
it, you know it's there. And
It's
we know
okay.
it's there because we've seen it before you covered it. So we know if you know. If you know.
You know.
Okay, sorry, I need to check something. But this is the spoiler. Put on the back. And I go paint the rims in white. This is primer. I need to go paint it in white. And I need to sand the tires a little bit.
Oh, they two-piece tires?
Huh?
Are
No,
they
it's just
two-piece
the
tires?
No, it's just the same
Bulb
view.
line.
Oh, it's just a seam. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
he just needs to work that out of it.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And I buy a couple kits, and I can show you in a second. No, this is not a kit. This is more a tool. I buy a Proxon.
Sarah Jane's not here.
I spend money on a proper tool. Proxon with the power slow down, and then I have on the floor I have a foot pedal. I set this on. This one is so slow. Then I touch with my foot.
So you can be a dentist as well.
Oh no, the power plug is not in the wall. Oh, he is not in the wall.
It's safe.
Okay. Come on. Yeah, okay. And then you can, this one is really fast. And to this one, really fast. You make them slower with this, and you make them slower with this. And then you can polishing really slow.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that unit is a speed control unit. That thing on the table.
Yeah, and I with this one, is it not slow enough? But this one make them slower, and the foot pedal make them slower too.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
And
good.
the foot pedal is for more control over it. And I have an yellow tube. Yellow tube. I say yellow tube. I don't know how you say that. But that is this thing. I can set here the drill in, and I connect this one on here.
It's good.
And then I have more control over it, and it looks like a pencil. That makes it easier.
Yeah. Give you a lot more control.
Yeah. But yeah, that is a little investment. And I have a couple new kits. I don't know. I showed you this last week. I was not here, I think. No.
No, you
Um,
won't.
I buy a McLaren.
All right.
Really cheap.
Yeah,
I buy a Kübelwagen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one that Panzer's working on. Panzercat. I think that's the one.
Yes. And I buy another Kübelwagen.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice.
And I have the other one. This is the winter with the roof. And I have the other one for a long time. I have that thing in my stash. Where is it here? This one.
Yep. There you go. The North African version. Yep.
Yeah, dus I have all three different ones.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. And I think, I'm not sure, but this one is on my YouTube channel.
You did an unboxing of that?
Yeah, I uploaded Friday.
Okay, I got to look at that. I haven't seen that on my notification, but I'll check.
Okay.
I like watching your unboxings. They're very, very.
And I'm working on the 116 Chevy Bel Air resin 3D printed 572 big block engine. That is for in my Chevy Bel Air 55. What I
Oh
did,
wow! You're gonna put a 572 block in there?
yeah.
Do they fit?
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty tight.
just make it.
What I did with the Dremel is
Yeah.
I cut it out here,
Okay.
make more space.
Yeah.
For the radiator, and I have here in this box, I think. Come on. Yeah. And I have here
Go away, Wayne. Oh,
the radiator. And what I did, I set them more forwards. That was the tip from Paul. I hope I did it not wrong.
Okay. Well, you won't find out. You won't really know until you put the engine in. You know, you can maybe build a block up to a certain point and test fit it to see how the clearance all around is going to work.
No, I think it is okay. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is okay. What I did was the glue will not stick, and I'm not really enough patience for it. What I did a plate there, and I did a little, we say that, T. No, not a T.
Oh, you created that with the sheet plastic. You created that like a
Yes.
brace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it make it stronger? And I hope it is all right. Yeah, and I was really scared to destroy my paint. But I'm really proud on the color of this and the polishing what I did. Yeah, this is a little bit dusty.
We'll
I need to
forgive you.
clean it. Yeah, this is a work in progress, and the engine going in this car. And I hope to paint the engine today. My first plan was today to do the Bismarck, but that thing is so difficult, and I have a little bit. I'm not really well in the moment.
What's wrong with you, mate?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing on the moment. Is we go to do something today.
Well, that's bloody awesome, mate. Well done.
Thanks.
Well, we're going to go now to young Jeffro, who's
Oh,
playing
shit.
with-
You took me by surprise as usual.
That's my job.
Well, we've had a fun week. I kind of hinted at this on Tuesday night, but my better half got a back injury last Friday. Now, just through wear and tear, just sort of through her work, and just sort of sat awkwardly and everything. And so she was pretty much completely down and incapacitated until Monday. We spent the day in casualty. She spent a day overnight. She spent a night in the emergency ward, and she crushed a disc which pinched on a nerve. So she's been in absolute unending pain with that. She's been bent over, having lots of trouble walking. So she was in there overnight, and they gave her nothing with hospitals goes smoothly. So they gave her endone and some other things, and Nurofen and some other things, and they were sort of working all right, but it took about 2 days for the side effects to start to come out, and she started to have just about every side effects as possible to have with endone. So and so I pretty much had to do just about sort of everything for her, really. She's just in so much pain. She tried physio on Thursday, and it sort of went all right. So that's going to be a weekly sort of a thing. And she's sort of up now. She's got an old person walker where she's walking around the driveway, just sort of walking like she's bent over like an old person, because she just can't stand up. It's impossible to stand up, because every time you do it, crushes the disc, and so it's all complicated. And so just looking after her and everything has sort of kept us busy, because and due to the side effects, we had to knock those painkillers off. Then we had to go and get something else. So she's on Valium at the moment, and Nurofen. And the trouble with Nurofen, you can only take it for a short time. Otherwise, it's really bad for you. And the Valium's pretty much taken out all the batteries, so she's moving on one cylinder at the moment. So so that's kind of been a bit of a worry most of the week. So we're really, really hoping that that's going to get better. I don't know. Really hoping it's not going to be one of those long-term things. But either way, she's got to knock off all of her house cleaning work that she does. So she's got to try and get more counselling work, online counselling work that she does as a sideline. So she's going to try and do more of that. And, but that's sort of been kind of huge. Apart from that, when I've been able to do anything, I started doing the rigging on my Tiger Moth this week, which, look, it's the first time I've ever done rigging on a Tiger Moth before. Never done rigging of anything before, pretty much. So that's been fun.
How's it going?
I pretty much wasted 4 hours of my life today. I'm learning something about myself, and I'm learning stuff about EasyLine. So what I did, I'd done a few. I'm just doing the ones at the back first. And that way, I'll do the ones at the back before I need to put the wings on, and then really go crazy with the main rigging part. And that's all right. It's going all right. I mean, I've gone over all the walk-arounds on YouTube about what needs to go where on Tiger Moths and everything, and that's sort of been a big help. So I'm kind of doing that, and I'm kind of just making use of all the steel rods that I've got and all the tube that I've got, but I'm not real happy with the tube because the tube's a bit thin. I'm kind of trying to. I've got some turnbuckles. I've got some 3D printed turnbuckles that I'm going to use on the wings and stuff, but it's just on the back on. One thing I did,
Jeffro, if I may, I'm sorry. Watch out for those 3D turnbuckles. They are extremely fragile.
Yeah, well, I got some metal ones, some white metal ones, which are 132, and everybody says that 1/48 ones are more true to scale, but yeah, they do say that they're really fragile, so I'll see how I go. One thing I did learn about Easy Line though, and that's when you do these things, like you drill out some holes, you drill out the holes and you put your Easy Line through, and that's just sitting there ready to be rigged when you get to the end, when you get to this stage, which is a wonderful idea. I thought that's brilliant, awesome idea. But the trouble with all the construction bullshit going on and with all the painting bullshit going on and everything, and just wear and tear, and it just gets frayed and it just gets crushed and everything, and it just gets more and more frail. And one thing I did learn about myself, and that's that I know that from now on, whenever I do put Easy Line on anything, I'm going to put a lot more than you'd think. Even when it says to put it that long, when you really only need that long, make it that long, because if you're doing this here and you'll put it around there and you've got to put it up and then you've got to put it back through a turnbuckle here, and then you lose grip with your fucking tweezers and it ding, and then your little bits that you put onto it and everything just go, and then you just got to do it again. I think, I wasted at least 4 hours today just doing that. Thank Christ I'm so patient.
It made you run Easy Line.
Well, in the end, it's not the model's fault or anything. The model's going fine, and I'm happy with that. And it's just the learning process. And I've got another really effective way of reinstalling that in there so that it doesn't come out. So I've got that sort of worked out, and I've just got a different way of doing it now that I'm going to do tomorrow. And the only reason I didn't do more of it this Sabo is just because I run out of daylight. But it'll be fine. It's
And it's still in one piece. Dom?
Well, there's lots of other pieces outside, but it's still in the one piece that I got up this morning and it was in. So
Look at that, Dom.
like I said, it's not the model's fault.
It's a moth pager.
Yeah. And that pretty much brings us up to date, really. I've got a couple of things in the mail coming via the bottom of Australia when it was supposed to be coming from the top of Australia. Jason can tell you about that. Otherwise, I did a stupid thing. I'm the one that's always bitching and pissing and moaning about not having space. And what did I do? I bought a 132-109 the other day. Which is
Well,
They're not that big, Jeffrey, don't worry.
I know 109s are on the small scale. I know, but
don't
It
beat yourself up.
it's a Hobby 2000. This one is an F2. So Hobby 2000 is just they're just reboxes of different things, and I've got a series of E model 109s, which are basically Italeri, if I recall, and the F models. Mine's an F model. It's an F2, and it's a Hasegawa knockoff with some fancy decals and maybe a bit more photo and stuff.
At least you got a good basic model. I've heard those 32nd scale later model 109s that Hasegawa turned out are pretty good.
Yeah, I remember I made a 132-109 back when I was a kid, and I know about what they're about that big, and that's fine. That's
I
fine.
built the Matchbox model way back when.
Yeah. So yeah, and you know, I don't know if I'll go with the color schemes that are on it. I might do a.
You got an unlimited variety with the 109. You've got millions, almost literally millions to choose from.
Yeah. And I like 109s, and I had a look at Scale Mates yesterday, and the amount of aftermarket is just ridiculous.
Oh. Look, I'll tell you what, I don't know
Where
about
do you
you,
start?
but me personally, I don't think that if you can't see it, there's no point in putting it in an airplane. So,
you
want to dress up the cockpit and the landing gear, and, maybe have a couple engine panels off, which I believe those Hasegawa kits come with the multi-piece engine panel.
Well, I might even do that for a change. I'll stick the motor out there. And 132 is getting kind of big up there, so you got to do some sort of a fancy job of the cockpit, I suppose. So that'll be here by the end of the week.
Jim.
I think that's it.
Very good.
I have a tip for you, Jeffo.
Yes, mate.
I do share screen. I think it is this one.
Yeah.
You see that lines? You want this made from wire?
I've got that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What this is on the picture that made a boy that working in the model store, basically is that this brand.
Brass, is that brass wire or brass tubing?
Brass wire.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got
W and
mine's. They didn't have any of that size. I got nickel.
Okay, 0.45. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good size.
bit heavy,
Yeah.
but it's close to it.
Which I've noticed is actually comes in pretty handy for other things. But the tube I got, I think I was going to get 4 mil. I think it was 4 mil, or I can't remember. The tube I got, I couldn't get the size tube that I wanted, so I got one size up, and it's kind of all right, but it's a little bit big for what I use it for. So maybe I might just I'll get some more through the week or something. But it's all a learning curve, so it's fine.
This make it easier than wire. What you're saying, that wire that popping out of your tweezer.
Well, I'm using the wire. I'm just using the wire at the back, and I'm sorry. I'm using the easy line at the back, and I'm using the wire on the main struts on the wings. So yeah.
I have that stuff too. This.
Yeah.
Basically, it is elastic. Elastic. We say elastic.
That's right. Yeah, but eventually it frays after a while, so you got to be very careful with it. So even though it's bendy, you got to be careful with it. One thing
Don't leave it in the sun.
Well, it's been sitting for a while in a wing nut wings box.
Yeah, but if it's in the sun, it will degrade.
Yeah. Oh well, there's not really much. There's no sun in our
Arizona. Just turned to absolute snob.
Well, there's no sun in our backyard this time of the year, so.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That it is. Hey, Sarah Jane. Hello, Sarah. Happy Sunday to you.
But there seems to be a lot of different brands out there. So unless one's better than the other, I don't know.
Well,
Jeff,
yes, mate.
You know how you're talking about running out of space and large scales and stuff?
Yeah.
I live in the shoebox. My place is probably not much bigger than your kitchen and lounge room combined. The Buck can probably confirm that. And I'm a 100 and a 1 to 200 junkie, and I got a 1/75th scale Victory. I am fast.
He sleeps on the floor.
Well, I did get a new display cabinet a couple of weeks ago. That gave me that's got a few things out of the dust, so that's good. But I'm kind of churning them out
on models.
Yeah, well, I'm churning them out this year pretty regularly, so and for some stupid reason, I seem to be getting bigger and bigger and more complicated ones. So
there's one different build.
Nice finished. Thinking about actually donating them to like the RSL or like I've got in Lismore, we've got Army cadets, we've got the Air Force cadets, and now we've also got the Naval cadets.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
3 branches that I could literally give models to and say, look, this is what your forefathers had.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm almost to the point of that.
Yeah.
All right, we're going with
Christ, that's scary.
that man down south.
Bloody hell. Thanks, Jason. So that's how big the Messerschmitt is, Jeffro. Right. I'm going to keep working on my Willie.
You know you can't do that on live stream.
Yeah, it's that damn Yankee. So this is where I'm up to with it at the moment.
Cheeky.
Don't forget to turn the lights off.
Okay.
Yeah, the battery.
That's what she said.
So I'm working. Yeah, it's got its trailer on. The safety chains are on, so everything's legal. And I'm just
question, Paulie.
Yes.
A very relevant one. Shouldn't that have hoods over the headlights?
Yeah.
That's it. That's the
So is that
night vision.
pre-war or post-war? Because during wartime,
1945.
they had hoods over the headlights to narrow the.
They actually had a cover over the switch inside the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Because the light on the guard is the nighttime running light for when you got the blackout.
Okay. Just asking.
Poor friend. Looking good there, Paulie.
It's getting there.
And the kit.
Yeah. So it's nearly done, and I'll be decaling tonight.
Very good, mate. And what else has been happening? How's Mum?
She's just come in to ask something, so I'll have to bugger off in a minute. And I've decided to call this one the Damn Yankee.
Oh, no, mate.
That comes in the kit, so why not?
On night shift tonight.
Oh dear.
Oh, pardon me.
And it's miserable up here. Pissing down rain. It's cold.
Anybody got a violin?
It'll be finished tonight, Sarah Jane. All right.
Well done, mate.
Right, I'll go check on Mum.
All right, mate.
So you say?
Oh, look at that. Good to see you, Jimmy, wearing your gay pride shirt. Okay. Hey,
Hello
Jimmy.
to everyone out there. It is officially D-Day plus 1. No, D-Day plus 2. Excuse me. It is now the 8th of June.
Jimmy.
So, yes, sir.
Under that little emblem, does it say LGBTQ plus?
No, it does not.
I thought it might.
It just says Sox, White Sox, my baseball team.
Who sucks?
Did you get my images?
I have got them there, sir.
Yeah, this will give everybody an update on what the week that was for me in modeling. Actually, I've been getting around doing a lot of stuff, so that's good. That is the KI-15, the Babs aircraft model I'm working on. That's gluing the fuselage together. Great kit. I recommend Fine Molds models to anyone who wants to give them a try. They're definitely well made, and this one definitely has a modern era kit design and engineering to it. It's kind of Tamiya-esque in the way they've designed it, where everything is meant to fit tightly into the next assembly. So it's actually coming together very well. If you go to the next couple of images, you'll see that it's the fuselage is now glued together, and it's in the midst of being sanded and the seam work being done along the top and bottom of the fuselage. Well, that's not it. That's the KV-1. That's the Trumpeter KV-1 that I'm working on with the Lincoln Link tracks, which are, I don't know, anybody out there in Chad, and maybe you guys here can attest to. For me personally, they kind of handcuff me. They're not the easiest things to work with. But this set is coming along better than most. If you go to the next image of the KV-1, if it's in order, I don't think it is. Well, there's the airport. That's there.
I just have to say you're doing a better job than Ozama.
Well, look what they're working with, Paul. I mean, my God, what was left of that thing when you remember when they first brought it in? Jeez.
Which piece?
Yeah, right, exactly. And I'll tell you what. So you want to work on real tanks in real life, huh? Man, nothing on that vehicle is light. I mean, nothing. So anyway, getting back to this, that's rigged up. That's exactly. I'm sitting at the table where that vehicle is right now, and that is pretty much where it is. It's nothing is cemented in place permanently yet, because I'm not sure if I want to keep the tracks off and do more weathering in the running gear, or assemble them, put them on, and then go back to weathering afterwards. Yeah, well, no, I'll tell you what, Sarah Jane, Kurt's learning. it's kind of fun to see him learn. It kind of reminds me of myself when I used to work with my dad when he would bring me to his job sites when he was a carpenter, and he would show me how to do certain things. And all the other guys, all the old timers he worked with, have a good laugh watching this young kid try to do what they can do in their sleep. Anyway, that's what it looks like right now. For me personally, if I could afford Friul model tracks, I priced them for a KV1 $63 American. Fuck, I'm not spending that money on something that I spent $15. The kit is $15. I paid for it at swap meet, mint condition. Anyway, that's showing the seam work. I use black Flexi VMS super glue for gap filling on aircraft models, and what I do is I get the fuselage cleaned up. Oh, Chunk's in there. Is Chunk in there? I thought I saw Chunk.
He's on a long weekend.
Yeah, there he is. Okay, all right. Hey, Chunk.
We got a public holiday.
Hey,
Monday.
yeah. Thank you, Sarah Jane.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I do is I build the fuselage, put it together, clean it up, make sure everything's good, rescribe all the detail, and then move on to the wings. So if you and I think that's about it, right? I think we're done as far as the images.
Yeah, I don't think
there's much beyond that. So yeah, I mean, if you look at the seam from the cockpit going forward to the engine compartment, that's black super glue in there as a gap filler, and it really works well. Some people use talcum powder with it as a mixture to make it, I guess, to stiffen it, strengthen it, but I found that the black glue on its own works. And
we can use super glue and baking soda.
I got this tip from Jen Wright, Genesis Models. I glue the fuselage together with super glue instead of liquid glue. It keeps what's called ghost seams down to a minimum. So that is neat.
It doesn't shrink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Or you could glue things together the way Pete used to.
Which is how?
Not using glue at all.
no.
What did he do?
Yeah,
I'm missing the joke here.
Touching parts on this Arizona and they're falling off with a brush.
Yeah. Peter used to glue things together like he was paying for the glue.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Yeah, well, that's one thing I don't do is I don't spare the glue. And sometimes it works, and other times
most of these parts in here, I've literally touched and they've fallen off.
Okay. Well,
they're not the courier ones.
Yes.
Oh, that's a combination of the courier ones as well, Paulie.
Besides the model work, dog is improving. It'll be 5 weeks come next Tuesday that he's post-surgery. Things are going well. He's not running yet, but he's walking better, getting up and down stairs better. So things are looking up for the Poochie. And for me personally, I've been getting in my bike rides. A week from today, I'm probably not going to be here. I might be for the first hour of the show, but I've got an organized bike ride that I got to get ready for because I'm going to be there at 6 a.m. my time next Sunday.
So is this the one you're going to wind up in hospital in afterwards?
We'll see. I'm telling you right now, Paul, my back is in pretty rough shape right now after I've been riding most of this past week. Like the last 10 days, I've rode 8 out of those 10 days. Just trying to get myself back into bike shape. And I'm soft as a mark. This past winter was one of recovery from the knee replacement surgery. And everything's coming back. But boy, oh boy, do I feel it. Especially when I'm out there. Yesterday I rode 21 miles, but the heat and humidity were brutal. It had to be about 35 out there with 90% plus humidity. It was tough.
One thing to say to you, Jim.
Yes, Paul.
One thing to say to you, Jim. Pay for your license and drive your car.
No.
Internal combustion engine.
Nope. Jason, do you say that to your dad?
Yep, absolutely.
I tell you what, I'd have a father to son talk and say, "Mate, let me ride my bike."
Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a second.
One more thing. I'm sorry. One more thing. I just want to say, Jeffro, I total sympathy for your wife and what she's going through. When you were describing the back pain symptoms, that brought back some very ugly memories of 9 years ago at this time. I'd blown out a disc in my back, and it was so painful that it's similar. The symptoms you described are what I was going through for a long time. Hopefully your wife won't have to go through months of it like I did. What happened with my disc, when it blew up, it literally blew up like a hand grenade. The fragment went up into the spinal canal, and that's very, very sensitive. So I'm walking around like your wife, bent over, can't straighten, can barely get around. I went back to work later that week because I heard it on a weekend. I took about 3 days off and tried to let it straighten out, rest it. But man, when I went back, holy cow, I could barely move. So I only hope that, this stuff only goes away with time. There's nothing else that's going to help.
Well, this is only on the left. This is starts at the left hip and goes down to the knee.
Oh, that's sciatic.
And well, no, they didn't. No, but they didn't mention sciatic. They said it's a.
No, they won't.
It's a flattened disc, which is it's kind of compressed. It's sort of squashed and it's gone outwards. And so when she gets at a certain angle, the bones either side.
Right. It's vertebrae touching vertebrae.
into the void.
Yeah.
And that's hitting a nerve, and so it's a shooting pain down into a knee, down as far as her ankle.
Yep.
And it's a constant ache 24/7, but interspersed by
no sleep,
agonizing pain.
I know that pain, because I have
it's worse than torture.
L3, bulge L4, herniated disc L5, S1, and my herniation, it's not out, it's actually in. So the herniation, instead of bulging out from the spinal column, bulges in and actually pushes on my central nerves.
Yeah.
In my spine.
It breaks your heart seeing her. She's just in tears all the time, just crying so much just because it hurts so much. And the frustrating part, the most frustrating part, I know hospitals are really busy, and I know it's a test of nerves, and just every different person comes in, they've got something different, and you've got to try and manage all these people and everything. It just gets so frustrating. They gave us a script. The doctor gave us a script for endone and some other things on this one sheet. So I take it to the chemist, and I said, "Can you fill that out?" And they go, "Oh no, we can't fill that out. And you can't put endone and something else on the same script. You've got to have them separate." I thought, "Oh shit, all right." Yeah. So I go back to the car, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to go back out to the hospital to get this. So I ring him up, and it took 10 goes to get through to the emergency number, to the the short-term ward where she was, and they said, "Oh yeah, okay, oh yeah, all right, we'll have to find a doctor to get him to do a new one. What chemist are you in?" And I said, "I'm in the one in the Palm Centre." And they said, "Oh, is that Ray White's? Is that Terry White's?" And I said, "Oh, I don't know. It's just the one in the Palm Centre." "I think it's Terry White's." "Yeah, okay, we'll email it there, or we'll email it to you. You don't have to come and get it." "Yeah, all right." So I get in there, and I said, "Is this Terry White's?" And they go, "Oh, no. Terry White sold this years ago. No, this is Ramsay Pharmaceutical." So I'm thinking, "Oh, Christ, that means that they're going to email it to the wrong place." So, all right. So I got their email address, more repeated phone calls out to them, finally get on to them, and they go, "Oh, I thought that was Terry White's." "Well, doesn't matter. We haven't found the doctor yet, so all right." And then 10 minutes later, she comes over to me and she says, "Oh, I just got a phone call from the hospital. They can't get through on our email address, so they're going to send it by a fax." And I said, "A fax? I didn't think anybody even used faxes." They said, "Oh, yeah." So, and in the end, she got.
They sent a pigeon.
She got the initial end done and everything, and that was all right. Anyway, so we had a long weekend last weekend, so we're thinking, okay, she might have to go and get some more for the weekend. So, all right, so we go to her GP, GP gives her a different kind of endone, but endone basically. That's when she starts throwing up. And that costs $70. Most chemists say, do you want the generic home brand? And we go, yeah, whatever's cheapest. So they didn't tell us that. So I said, okay, that'll be $70. All right. So we got that. Go home, didn't even open those. We've still got on the original ones. That's when she starts throwing up violently. So we think, shit, can't have those anymore. So we go to the emergency clinic, out of hours clinic, where we had to wait for 3 hours. And they said, oh, shit, don't take those anymore if they make you throw up. No, here's some other stuff. Go and take this. Go and get a script for Valium. And that other stuff that you got yesterday for $70, just give it to the chemist and I'll throw it away. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. So I know it's a difficult job.
I could have sold them on the street for 80.
I know. Yeah.
200.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That was frustrating.
Sarah Jane sent in some more of her wonderful work.
Wow.
Oh no. Oh, that's porn on wheels.
I don't feel
That's
like
not
working. See, and you wonder why I question my work when I say I'm not happy with it.
Bless you.
Fantastic.
Whoa, where did you shoot out from? Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, no, I just had a railing come off a 5-inch.
That is the decal sheet for Schumann.
That looks awesome, SJ.
Very good.
As usual.
I'd park that in the parking lot out here.
Well done. How's
So
that?
when's your next knitting club, Paul?
As soon as I finish the Jeep.
There goes another handrail. Where did that go?
This one.
Oh, there it is.
All right, a little bit more done.
Now we get to you. All right. So how is that going, sir?
I think it's
what's the
frozen.
format?
Oh, there
All
it
right,
is.
so
You tell me this gun's
this
not
has
even-
been rolled. I've just got a tiny little crease I've got to sort out, but
So as good as it's gonna get. So take what I can get and call it a day.
there we go. So that again, none of this is glued.
That looks like something you could fry chips with.
There's a fair bit of brass on it, so just rotating it along this little back bit of paper, cardboard here. So that's it. It's the original Black Pearl. Yeah. A bit more work's been done on that. I've started on the seam lines on the hull. I'll just put this carefully over there. Sit there. So, right along there. Down through there, shaping that. That was pretty close to being done. Sanded down. So very happy with that. I'll be, during the next hour or whatever, I will be using
ton of fish.
0.4 of a mil, I think it is. 0.4 of a mil to put into, hang on, don't you. Right. Okay, you can go there.
Okay.
So into this section here, I need 5 holes in each for the rigging. Yeah.
Oh, Elkie, shut up, or I'll throw you out.
Right. Yeah. Very funny. No, I do that on my own there, Athel. But yeah, so I'll be putting those holes in there, getting ready for that part of the rigging. Yes, yeah, I do, mate. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, quite happy with the progress on that. As we were talking off camera, I informed the commission, the client, you know, why the reason, some of the reasons it does. Every bit of photo etch on this is let cure. It's not then mucked around with and moved out of place. It's solid by the time I'm moving on to the next piece. So, you know, it's cured. It is unlike a Pete Arizona or a Pete Yamato. There is glue involved in this kit. And Pete was amazing at what he did. He's just very speedy and thrifty. Let's say thrifty. So yeah, my dad and mum arrived the other week. It's great to see them. They got here safe. We did this. They're about 20 odd K away, and the Bruce Highway. Those that are the Aussies on here will know the Bruce Highway isn't where you would ride a push bike. Just not what you just don't ride. And he's got one of those e-cross push bike things.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And
might got one of those.
I said, mate, just give me a call. I'll come out and get you. It'll all be good. And I'll bring you in, and then I'll take you back. And next minute, I'll look. Yeah, he's at the bloody front door with his bloody bike pants on and everything else. But I mean, I had to go. Okay, you're the son. You're not the dad. That's the dad. He makes the rules, and he tells you what to do. So,
what's wrong with the Bruce Highway? Has it got lots of hills or curves or no verge or what?
It's the Bruce Highway. It's
not maintained.
I see.
And there's things called B doubles, and people die there lots.
Fair enough.
And it's only between where they are and here. It's only 2 lanes. It's not, 4 lanes.
Not
2 each way. No, there's no special bike track on the side of it. So yeah, but anyway, so that's to that. But it's been great having him and mum turn up. He's up in the top there. He's brought the kits I gave him, and we're going to be getting stuck into that on the side as well. So really looking forward to that. What else? Oh, not much, but I won the monthly medal yesterday in golf, 4 under. I was very happy with that. So,
Huzzah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, big field. I called Jeffro up yesterday. I said, I think I come 3rd or whatever. And then, I get a call in the afternoon saying, I shot 4 under and I won the monthly medal. So I was quite surprised at that. So, yeah.
Hey, you have that medal? You got it handy? Let's see it.
No, because I left and you wait. I've got one in the car already from last year, but I'll bring it here next week. And when I got a Stein, and it's an engraved Stein about this big that says monthly medal winner.
This is a great publicity campaign you can have for yourself, Jason. This be some good self-promotion.
No, mate, I wouldn't promote. I mean, I was just happy I didn't lose a fucking ball.
That is something, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it. Because, I mean, when I pick up my golf ball before we go and play together, I've already given it how to swim classes, and you know, how to survive in the wild, and you know, yes. How much did it cost me? Exactly. Well, there was 180 people there, SJ, so cost me a fair bit. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I was actually, it wasn't. When I'm out there playing, I'm not trying to win the comp. I'm just trying to get better in myself of playing the game. So, winning the comp.
Spoken like a
yeah, a trophy is great, but it's for me. It's like modelling. It's the inner victory. It's like, okay, I made that. I've achieved this. Not I won the medal that says, it's like when you look at your model going, geez, I put a lot of effort into that. So that's how I operate. Hang 5 seconds there. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll show you the other one I got here. So.
Okay. Alrighty.
Bilge.
Yes.
You mentioned earlier about the Navy cadet unit you used to attend, how it's now had to move. The cadet unit I used to attend up here at Caloundra called T.S. Onslow, named after the submarine. They celebrated their 50th year anniversary this year.
Oh, okay.
Still in their same spot.
Oh, true.
Yeah, the weather has tried to take them away many times, but they've managed to stay in the same spot.
Actually, Onslow, hang on. I think Brewpeg might have actually visited that cadet unit.
Probably.
Do you know about the Brewpeg?
Not off the top of my head.
It was a fishing trawler that was sunk, and a Kiwi couple brought it because it was going to get scrapped.
Nice.
And they actually rebuilt it and turned it into like a semi-research and like ecological cleanup. Say again, Paulie?
David of the Valleys has had to go.
Yep, David's on his way over to another show. So see you, David.
See you later, David.
Jason, that says 2024. I thought you said you won last year.
Yeah, I've got one from last year. It's up in one of the cupboards there. So
okay.
It's very there's only 12 of them. So giving away a year, you've got to like comps a year for that. So yeah, a bit. Yeah, I am chuffed, but I'm more happy with how I played myself. So yeah.
Here's a thought from Jeffro. So if you hook it left, it goes to the right in Australia, and if you slice it right, it goes to the left in Australia. Is that how it goes?
Yes.
Oh, no. If you slice it, it goes right. If you hook it, it goes left.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Because I found out in my golfing endeavors, I found out I am a natural hook. It just goes.
Oh, that's interesting. Most people do it the other way. Most people are slicers.
I'm a lefty, so I'm.
Oh well, I'm
leading.
I'm the right-handed slice.
Right, and it just wing goes that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just I've been putting in effort, and yeah, I suppose I got the fruits of my.
Well, just desserts.
Yeah. I think I remained a lot calmer, so I didn't, and when I've got myself in a bad position, I made sure I didn't try to become Tiger Woods or Rory McIlroy or have those thoughts that I was, and played sensible. And yeah,
not even a Happy Gilmore.
No, mate, no.
You ought to see when he loses a ball, though, Bills. Christ, you ought to hear the performance.
Well, I don't like losing them.
He goes berserk.
The
golf is supposed to be such a happy and calming game.
It's like the only ball he ever owns. The way he goes on about it.
You bet your ass. You bet your fucking ass.
The truth comes out, Jeffro. All
I think
right.
Jeffro's
getting the
semi-pro
nitty-gritty.
club.
We're
I
getting
think
the
Jeffro's
nitty-gritty.
semi-pro club.
Oh, I've said it's not so much gets upset if he buggers up a shot. It gets upset if he can't find his ball. My God!
So that's how his club got broken. It didn't just break; he broke it.
Oh well, see, I break a club just exactly the same through no fault of my own. So I can't say that. That's not fair.
And it doesn't.
Mine was brand new too.
Too fat, and the shaft snapped.
And
So
Jeffro
it's not
will.
It was a weak shaft.
Ground in frustration because you screwed up a shot.
No. And Jeffro has seen how hard I do hit a golf ball, so it was It was on. It was going to happen. So,
I think we need video proof of that.
well, you can't get
It sounds like a bit of an overreaction.
Yeah. Well, no, I've seen people record on golf courses. Just use your phone or have a GoPro handy, and
Yeah, but how can I go back? Well, I
People
can't
have
go
that-
back and show you what happened.
People have that much technology on golf courses, Jim. They've got range finders and Christ knows what they're these days. The last thing you want is more technology.
Yep. No, I just want to see the moment where you can't find the ball. That's all I want to see.
Oh,
What happened to like the getting out there, looking and going, right, that's so many hundreds of yards. I need this club. I'm going to hit it this way because the wind's doing this, the ground's doing that, the ball's going to do this. It's like a World War II fighter pilot going, right, if I come at the enemy this way, this is what's going to happen.
Well, what's always interesting though, it's just like my next door neighbour. Whenever he loses his ball, he'll walk 50 metres further than where the ball actually goes, and he'll think, no, it's got to be around here somewhere. He thinks, no, it must have landed here, 50 metres further on than where everybody else thinks. Yeah. And then if we find it later, we go, oh, really? It must have bounced off a tree and bounced back because it wouldn't have landed there normally.
And we're not talking about the Red Valley?
No, this is Chris next door.
Oh, right.
So your golf
obviously doesn't
courses
watch
in
the show.
Australia, are they links courses like you see up in Scotland and around the UK, or are they like America with the trees and the dog legs and everything else?
Well, a links course is just one that's surrounded by water, and there's one just down south of us in the little town south of us, but we've got a lot of water, but not enough to be a links course. But there is one particular nine that's got a hell of a lot of water, which is
to FJ's comment. If she ever wants to have fun one day, why doesn't she just go to a golf course, get a golf buggy, and just go rallying around the track?
They've got the perfect place for donuts, Sarah Jane, and they're green.
Yep.
hey, and they you can do it. You can do a 180 in one, can't you, Jason?
Yes, you can.
Sounds like he's
Well,
That was a milestone.
That was pretty cool, eh?
It was good. I never would have believed it if I didn't see it.
And you didn't get kicked off the course.
No, we were over a hill. No one could see us. The ground was really dewy.
Pretty good, wasn't it?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's the best time.
Yeah. It was really early in the morning and it was really stupidly hard clay underneath. So it was hard as a rock. So he just, it was Jason's brother. He just put his foot on the brake and it just went round, round, and round.
I was watching a
That's
YouTube channel. I think it was Fab Rats, and one of their sons had got a petrol-powered golf cart. Over
Oh, too
in the
loud.
state. Yeah, well, they decided to turbo it,
Yeah, that's probably
that's
the one
perfect.
that Trump has.
and believe me, this thing was insane. They blew it up, but holy hell, they had some fun first.
Yeah. Well, Trump must have souped his up somehow because he's got to get ahead of everyone else. So he's got the fastest golf course out there. So I don't know what he's got in his.
of course, the first person I thought of when they said you're going to turbocharge a golf cart was Jason. Would like that.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting quicker there. It's pretty good. Yeah, well,
Actually done with
but
all-
other than that, yeah, I'm quite happy with what's. Yeah, I was very.
Sarah
Very
Jane
happy.
said they actually got done by the local fuzz for doing handbrake turns on a green one. Smash the flag to bits. Good for
I
you.
hope they threw the book at you.
Yeah, bloody vandal.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
hope you had
sacrilege.
fun, Joe. Hope you had fun
Yep.
until you had to pay the fine.
Joe says having more fun at golf after retirement, mainly because I've met some great folks. I play with 2 Army helicopter mechanics in Gulfport, Mississippi, both retired Army vets. Very good. All right. There you go. That's
Well,
good.
the fellow,
Okay. So what we're talking about military there for a second. Just so you know, I'm going to try and get my old man on.
Uh-oh. Better
Not
behave.
tonight, but just a heads up. His PTSD is pretty bad these days, and it's not getting any better. So,
Well, he's got you for his son.
well, yeah, but so when it comes time, if a bit of Q&A, if I can get him on here, please don't bring up military stuff if that's okay. Like what was it like in
Got
Vietnam? You know,
Right. I
'cause
know
he's
you want to
still
say
going
it, Jason.
through- He's still going through quite a lot.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And
Understood.
Thanks for letting
the
us know.
incredible Australian Department of Defence and the amazing support they don't give our veterans. I think I might have mentioned it. One of his mates that he basically since 2 years old grew up with at Maroubra had his face and skin removed from his skull, and it landed right near Dad.
Ooh.
But you want me to
And
take stuff down off my wall behind me?
No, mate, no. It's just I think it's conversation and stuff like that.
Understood.
Few other of his mates and a lot. He has seen more than most that I know. And yeah, so but the Australian government.
get you give him a 124 Stuka to build.
I don't think he was in World War II. So he's still into that kind of stuff, but it's just
Okay.
reliving memories like that. I don't think
The
he
recent
definitely
stuff.
was in World War II.
Not a nice place. According to my father, Mum, not a nice place.
So when I gave him the Huey, which what he was all about, I
Oh.
hadn't thought about it, but then I asked him. I said, "Is that okay, Dad?" And he's gone. I said, "You're not going to, trigger or whatever it's called." And he said, "No, mate, it's okay. It's when people ask about what I went through. When he's building the Hueys and that, it actually takes him back to
Good memories.
good memories."
The good memories part of it.
Yeah, that's the. Yeah, so just saying, yeah. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not sure. He's happy if he is to take the piss out of me, but he's pretty good at doing that himself because I mean, and I don't know why because he's the one that decided to have sex. Yeah,
No, he
But,
just
yeah.
didn't follow MacArthur's rule, and that was flies spread disease, keep yours closed.
I just think nobody knew the word swallow. Anyway, that's enough of that. I just thought I'd share that with you. So thank you.
One question. The title of today's show is "Do You Remember?" Any reason for that?
Sorry, no.
Yeah, do you remember? So do you remember the night I was waiting for the 1970s?
Oh, I thought you were going to be, talking about D-Day.
No, mate, no. No, because I wasn't there. And I don't think any of us were. Athel might have had a shot at it. What was it like,
No,
Athel?
sorry, I was in Dad's bag.
But yeah, so
Bill, where did your granddad, did his unit after Tobruk, did they come back to Australia?
I can't remember his record 100%, but I think they got sent to Papua.
Oh, New Guinea. Okay.
yeah, so
And
Do I
they
remember
got,
the 1970s? Yes, I do.
what was it? What was I was watching a few docos during the week, and you know, you look
Hey,
at
Zombie.
Oh, Zombie's in. Hello, Zombie. How are you?
Evening, Zombie.
Zombie. I can
like
tell you my
water
favourite. I can tell you a favourite war story from when I was a kid.
Yep, far away, Jeffrey.
I had an uncle, Alf, and Auntie Flo, who were my dad's uncle and aunt. And every time Dad took me with school holidays, and my dad took me to visit my grandparents in Tamworth in New South Wales, which is, for Jim, this is in the sort of New England region of New South Wales. It's kind of, it's about 3 hours west of the coast, sort of inland, sort of southwest, I suppose. Anyway, so we go and visit, and every time we went to visit my grandparents, we had to visit Uncle Alf and Auntie Flo. And so you go and visit them, and every single time I'd visit them, this would be every maybe couple of times a year or something, I'd ask him about what he did in the war. And what he did, he went to North Africa, and he went to Greece, and he got evacuated from Greece, and they were on a, I can't remember if it was on a troop ship or a destroyer. It was on something anyway. So anyway, so they're out in the ocean, and they left Greece, and they got torpedoed, and the boat sank. And I always knew what he was going to say. Actually, I've got two good stories from Uncle Alf. This is the first one. Ship got torpedoed, and I knew what he was going to say every time. I'd say, okay, so Uncle Alf, so what did you do when the boat sank? And he said, well, Jeffrey, I shit myself.
Honest answer.
Yeah. Anyway, so after this, he goes to New Guinea, and I was like 12 or something. So, you know, any gross story, you know, it'd be funny. So one time he got yellow fever or jungle fever or something. Either way, he had dysentery. And so he goes running off into the bush to do God's work. And he's there, and he had to wipe himself. So he's looking around, he couldn't find anything. There was no paper or anything. So he looked around, and he found there was this plant underneath this one particular big tree, and it was a big buffy looking sort of a plant. So he wiped his backside on this plant, and what he didn't realise is it had millions of little tiny stinging hairs all over the leaf on this plant.
Oh no!
It was kind of a stinging nettle, but anyway, so he did that. So he's telling me all about that. So now he's running all over and he wasn't frightened of the Japanese anymore because he had to put up with this stinging ass from wiping his ass on this. Anyway, so years later, like in the 1980s or something, he's watching David Attenborough, and David Attenborough's in the bush in New Guinea somewhere, and he goes to this particular tree. He says, now, under no other tree in the whole of New Guinea is this one particular plant, and it's got a symbiotic relationship with this tree. And then you see all these little tiny stinging needles that are on this leaf, and he turns around, he says, Flo, here's that plant that I wiped my ass off in 1943.
Oh, yeah.
That's what a tree was.
I can remember a conversation I had with my father a couple of years before he died. And he was like, it was about me enlisting and all that shit. And he's like, why do you want to be a marine engineer? And I said, I like working with engines. And he said, but you're great with radios. You've been raised with radios all your life. Be a radio operator. Be comms, you know. You're up on the upper decks, you know. If shit goes bad, you got a chance to get off.
Fuck
And
off.
I said to him, I looked him straight in the eye and I said, look, when the shit goes down, right, where's the one place that's going to die first? And he said, the engine room. I went, yeah, that's right. I said, I don't want to go in the water and be torn apart by sharks. I'd rather, that's it. It's over. You don't know it.
Well, you'd
Did
be
you
the
end up
last guy
telling
off
him
the
the
boat. You'd be sending SOSs. You'd be the last bloke to get off.
Did you tell him the real truth, Bill? You like going down early with other men.
Just because you
Lots of bottom jokes tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, we got a lot of them going tonight.
Anyway, I need to see my navigator.
Do you?
Go for me while you're there.
Oh, a navigator. In navigators, what those things live in swamps until they're turned into suitcases, right? Isn't
That's
that
an
what-
alligator, not a
Alligator.
navigator.
Yeah.
Jason, were we going to have a question tonight? Because we put it off.
Long
Well, we
story
did
short,
because Dom wasn't around, see?
the water was getting
Yeah, I
low
was-
under the pier.
I'm here.
So I,
And I can't even remember what the freaking question was because
Well, he
Dom
hadn't come
wasn't
up with
here.
one yet.
Well, I'd like to put it in the hands of Jim tonight.
Oh, pressure's on.
Me?
Next week's question, yeah. Next week, Apple.
Wait a minute. Next week, I like I said, next week will be a
He's
very
not going to be here.
Yeah,
episode.
but you'll be here for the first hour or half hour. We'll get
Yeah, roughly. Okay.
Apple,
No, all right.
not-
Now, are there any
Hang on, Jim.
parameters on this? Like,
Jim, one thing, Apple, do not answer this question now. Do not attempt to answer this question now. Wait till next week, Ethel. Next week. Thank
You
you,
know what you've
Ethel.
got to do, don't you?
Yeah, please, Ethel.
Well-
Please, Jim, go ahead.
okay. Now, what you're saying is that it can be any question, or does it have to be related to a certain
World War II,
subject, or do we have to keep it to modeling?
no, World War II, military, whatever, favorite model. You know, yeah, that's all good.
Okay. Can I?
And
Do
it
I-
can't be about Lance Armstrong.
Do I have to bring it up now?
Yeah, give yourself 10 minutes, think about it, and
well, I was going to say, right, considering you guys were asking about the 70s and the fact that I was still in Dad's bag back then, I was
Oh.
going to say that for me,
Bet the water was cold, Sarah.
my most
Yeah.
where was I moment was actually something that's probably very, very close to Jim. Was I actually remember very clearly what I was doing on 9/11. At that time of night, I was actually holding my 4-month-old daughter in the lounge room while we were watching the news when we saw the second plane hit. And I was actually holding my 4-month daughter at the time. And
Well, it must have been early in the morning.
No, it was late at night for us.
Yeah, because it was about
Whereabouts were you?
8:30 It was about 8:30 Central Standard Time here in the
Yeah, it
States.
was like 11 o'clock at night for us.
Yeah,
All right.
that's about right.
So I
Yeah.
remember seeing it first thing in the morning.
We were watching the late news when the news broke
All right.
about the first tower, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? I was actually nursing my daughter, who is now 25. And yeah, and we're sitting there watching it, and that's when I saw the second plane come in through the background. I'm like, what the? And then I saw it hit, and I'm like,
I remember what I did at work that day.
that's just,
We worked on the highway that day.
I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
That's to use a very crude term, that was fucked. To actually watch that come in. So for me that's my moment in time of where I was and what I was doing.
no, what I was trying to get with the 70s, like where were you in the what can you remember about the 70s? More related to modeling. Can you remember remember going back to the hobby shops of the day? Can you remember where you found the models when you first saw them? Can you remember getting the kits? Can you remember the milk bars?
News
Yeah,
agent.
all those things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. I mean,
Unfortunately,
each one of us will have our own
a
tale of that.
78 model
to tell.
up,
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm dead on that subject.
Yeah, you were just a sack monkey.
Yeah.
Airfix baggy kits next to the Commando comics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tin Man's in. Hello, Tin Man. Hello,
Hey, Tin Man.
my fellow American. How are you? Glad you're here. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, man.
Sarah Jane continues about the story of her. Let's see. Let's go back to this. Was that your
Friend was on the Coventry.
family friend was on the Coventry? Okay. Yeah, an Argentine bomb hit the engine room, blew the Concorde engine through.
That's
A few
another
bulkheads
bad.
without exploding, but the bomb went out the bottom of the ship without exploding. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I remember what I'll always remember of the Falklands War was
That's
the
another bad
picture
day.
of
The British Navy.
Atlantic Conveyor. Boom.
I was a tasted out of the Coventry sunk.
When that thing went up, it was like, holy shit. This is, I mean, look, you're thousands of miles away. It's in your living room. At the end of the day, you're watching the news. It's kind of like how people started to see what Vietnam was like 10 years earlier for our family, sitting down at dinner, and there's Walter Cronkite, and there's the latest from what happened in Vietnam that day. It was the same thing with the Falklands. All of a sudden, you're seeing like this war that we don't understand why the British are fighting it, but they've got their reasons. So good luck to them. And you start seeing, what the cost of that really is. That's
The documentary about the Coventry
television.
too.
It's a very stark reminder of that this stuff,
touching.
people are dying and horribly. They showed some of the burn victims. Like, fuck, man. That is some serious shit. Wars are not fun.
No.
If you watch the documentary on the sinking of the Coventry, it actually brings it home about what every seaman went through during every war.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
like
is right. True, Jeffrey.
There's a matter of a bulkhead between whether you live or die, or a deck head, or a deck. Like it can be a matter of inches between whether you live or die. But you've still got to accept the fact that somebody you walked past the day before and said, "G'day, mate," you don't get to see them no more. And on board ship, Buff will attend to this. You're a family.
Yes. Oh, so James, I mean, it's you're just like the children we didn't want build, that we didn't want people to see. We just kept you down there. Oh, look, it was our long lost brother. But like, no, it's all shit aside. People like Bill, it's a family that has to work together. There is no, there's no individuals, so to speak. Place wouldn't operate. Correct?
Yep. When I was in the Navy,
screws don't keep turning, the ship dies.
When I was in the Navy, the videos of the Falklands War, of when the ships were being sunk and all the guys being brought ashore by helicopter and RIB, that was our survival at sea training and our first aid training on how to deal with those situations. So that's what we learned from.
Well, I just missed out. I was spewing. I was so spewing because I'd enlisted beforehand and I'd missed out, so I was a bit upset. But oh, James, I forgot to show you this, mate. You might have seen one of these.
Oh yeah. How did you get that off my desk?
Yeah, because SJ wasn't here, and I had that about. I get that about 8 weeks ago or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And yeah,
It's a
SJ isn't in the fan of tools.
It's a nice bit of kit.
It's a great bit of kit. The replacement paper, I've got heaps of that now. So,
Yep.
Jason, did you happen to mention that strange anomaly that happened through the week concerning our postal system?
oh no, I didn't. Oh no, so I won't say what's in it, but our incredible postal service here in Australia. Now, you all know where Queensland is. You all know pretty much where I am.
Oh, Goku's made an appearance.
Yep, we paid extra money to get this express posted to Coffs Harbour, which is between the next capital city, which is Brisbane, and then it's about, 3.5 hours, 4 hours drive.
Yeah.
South of that. Now, the next furthest capital city would be Sydney, which is about 1,000 odd K, Jeffro.
What, from our place?
Yeah.
No, not that far.
700?
About 5 hours.
Yeah. And then the next capital city is Canberra.
Sydney
and
to
then
Brisbane,
the next capital
Sydney
city
to Brisbane
is
is
Melbourne.
917 Ks.
So Melbourne down the arse end of this country. Our postal
1200
service,
Ks.
instead of sending it from here to Brisbane to Coffs Harbour Express Post, send it from here to fucking Melbourne.
Hey, Buck, the same thing happened when you sent me stuff once before. It went from your place
to Perth,
to Melbourne, to Sydney, back to Brisbane, to Sydney, then back to here.
Yeah, well,
they couldn't find it. They couldn't find where you lived.
I
It's got to be here somewhere.
Tasmania, and it went to Perth. It went.
That was Scott's, wasn't it?
Yeah, it went Brisbane. It went Brisbane, Melbourne, Perth, Adelaide, Tasmania.
Yeah, that was Scott's parcel.
That's some nice extra gear you got in the Jeep, Paul.
It's come up good.
Well, we've got decals on.
Let's get a close up of that. And the utility trailer's got a bunch of stuff. Where'd you get that?
Don't ask me where I got it from. That's rude, and I don't remember where the piece of paper is.
All right, is it value gear extra stuff?
Yes, it was value gear. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you. That looks great.
Yeah,
I've got to start gathering
worth, I think.
Too.
Yeah, that was $60 worth of stuff from Value Gear. I've just got to get the gunner for the back, and now the fun starts. Put the driver together.
Yeah. Well, you kept the steering wheel.
The steering wheel's off.
Hey, Dutch Dave. Dutch Dave's in the house. Everyone say hello to Dutch. Hello, Dutch.
Steering wheel. It is not the second kit I finished today, Sarah Jane. Evening, Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
It's not the
Okay. Well, what color did you use on these seats of the Jeep? Is that like some kind of canvas color?
That let's see. That I use all this stuff. They're AK third gen colors.
Okay. All right.
Canvas tone, field drab, and ochre khaki on the canvas of the seats.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Thanks. Because I'm wondering. I'll probably gather the same colors or a reasonable facsimile thereof. To
It's a bunny dog.
That's the set, Jim.
Too late.
Okay.
Too late. You missed it.
Excellent.
Where's the bunny dog? Where's Bonnie?
I've got a
Bonnie,
bigger and better one.
yeah. Come on. Come on.
Ah, there she is.
Oh, this
All
has
right.
gone to the dogs
Turn
again.
around. Or I'll turn around. There you go.
Oh, that's your best angle.
You couldn't tell the pace between.
A Jeep and JPS livery.
All
I
right.
Something
see
smells
that.
nice behind that ear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
bloody very liggy dog.
There we go. Oh, my big girl. My big girl. Yeah. You go, doll. Hey, hey, here you go. Yeah, there's my big girl. Hey.
Oh, how to not change my calendar over, Sarah Jane?
No,
No,
Oh, no. Okay.
you're still living in Manly time.
Oh,
hang on, they're winning at the moment.
Shut the fuck up.
How's Parramatta doing?
We're doing better. The Dragons lost again today, so
What
There we
about
go.
Queensland?
don't go there.
How's Queensland going?
Don't go there, you
1-0.
bloody.
we're still in the same
How
spot.
is it? Don't get me started. You,
Hey,
you used to claim that as a
We haven't
victory.
moved
didn't you?
anywhere.
I
bloody
feel like
pathetic.
That's
I
the paint
feel
set,
like-
Jim.
a twoies.
Okay.
Or two?
Thanks.
Or
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Excellent. All right. Great. Thanks, Paul.
If you could honestly say,
And,
Bill, that was a
even
victory.
DIO go blue.
If you can say that beating a team with one less player for 24 minutes,
Oh, here we go.
no, don't tell me. If you can say to his suck my dick, that's a victory. Yeah, no. Kiss my furry asshole. I can tell you, bloody cane-toed shit.
Hang
Uh-oh.
on.
Uh-oh. Sounds like
DIO,
Jason's trying to find a golf ball.
Insurers also go blue.
Just kiss my ass. Don't dribble shit. Wipe your chin. Fuck me, dude.
You know, Jason, in the game of ice hockey, they have what's called a power play. When the one team commits a penalty, that player goes off for 2 minutes if the other team doesn't score. So
Yeah.
that is part of other games too, where you're playing shorthanded for a prescribed amount of time. Was this
Yeah, well,
shorthanded the result of an injury?
No, so what happened? One of our players got sent off for a tackle, which got later proved. Normally, the penalty it's just 10 minutes in the bin, what we call a sin bin,
Yeah, the sin
right?
bin,
Like your
yeah.
power play.
Yeah.
But this guy got sent from the field 24 minutes from the end of full time. Remember, this is rugby league, constant back and forth, like one. And
Where did you come from?
Queensland was leading 20-6, and you can only tackle that many players for 24 minutes in rain, thick mud. And then they go, "Oh, we won." Kiss my furry ring, oh you fucking
Well,
wonder.
wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
There's
Okay.
no wait a minute.
So he got. Wait a minute. I'm just trying to get an understanding of this. Hold on. Give me a minute here. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just asking a question.
These grapes are
He
sour.
heard 24 minutes. Now, was that because of the tackle, or did he make it worse for himself by arguing?
No, he just got sent from the fucking field.
Okay. Now, do you issue cards like in soccer with the red card, the yellow
Yeah, gone.
card?
Don't come back.
Oh no, it was to send him off. Fuck him off. Get rid of him.
Okay. So the ref. So they stop play.
And he got
they-
sent
No,
off.
no.
and they send him off.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's after
No,
we've got a video review system. They told the referee on the ground it's only worth 10 minutes. No, this fucking piece of shit referee said, no, you can go.
Well,
one drop.
you can't control. You can't. Well, that's one thing you cannot control in any sport. Is
You
the
couldn't
discretion
control
or lack thereof
My
of the
keyboard action I
official.
was going on about.
It is what it is.
I was up and up, mate. I was nearly going death threats to New South Wales Rugby League. I can tell you.
There you go.
Yep.
A little dose of
You-
humility.
Thank
You
you,
know what I
SJ.
think, you know what I think's really funny? So Jason knows my attitude towards football. I couldn't give a shit who wins. If Jason's team won every single game, I wouldn't give a stuff. Well,
Well, you
what's
should.
really funny though,
Even Parramatta followers couldn't give a stuff.
but let's be realistic now. So Queensland wins a reasonably high percentage of the time. And if they don't, okay, great. But
No.
I kind of think that I was told that they do win a lot of games. But I reckon that even if they win 99.9% of all the games, Queenslanders would still whinge and piss and moan about every single fucking thing that happened that went wrong, every single...
Yep, wasn't there?
I love it. I love it, man. I love it.
They were lost one game out of 100. They'd still whinge and piss and moan.
It was
the
the
other
weather.
Queenslander, Jeffro, I tend to
Brown was
agree.
not
There are those that do that,
team
yes.
preferred fucking
Oh,
expectations.
change the tampon, Bilge. Seriously.
Jason, get ready. Dom's about to do an examination.
Yeah,
I
you got to
swear.
bend over. You got to bend over, Jason.
And
He's got the glove on.
I mean, don't just get me started. I mean, wow, Queenslander. That's what I'm saying. Queenslander.
Hang on. You grew up on the Central Coast.
It doesn't matter. I played my
It
first game
does
of rugby. No,
That
Because-
does matter.
no. Let's
Yes,
go
it
back
does.
to 19. Let's go back to
It
1980.
does.
Well, time out. Go back to 1980 when the rules. Wait. When
No.
the rules were, if your first registered game of rugby league, mine was officially in Atherton Tablelands in Queensland.
Doesn't matter.
It does.
You may have moved there.
No,
Doesn't matter.
Still
Doesn't matter what part of bloody Australia you're in. Queensland are going to find a way to put you on their team.
because it's Queensland, mate. Greatest country in the world.
Not a
You
country.
don't even know whether it's a state or a fucking country.
It's a great country, Queensland. Yep. Greatest
Just
country in the world.
because you want to follow the monarchy and be the Queen's land, even though now it's the King's country.
It's the Queensland. Go, Lizzie. Thinking of it, baby.
Unfortunately, Buff, I'd hate to inform you, but I do believe the Queen has passed.
That's what I
so
said.
it's-
Thinking of you, Liz. Always.
Oh my! Listen to all this infighting. All you Australian brethren just having at it with one another. You get on us Americans about being this and that. And here we are hearing all this belly aching and all this violin playing.
Hey,
all
it comes to
amongst you
state
Aussies.
origin.
Huzzah,
Queensland,
mate,
Wales.
huzzah.
No, no.
Jason
Hey,
was dressed.
Jim, I'll give it to you.
There's one.
I will
Sarah
give
Jane, you
it
got the
to your
singer flying
country.
tonight.
You threw
I'm
threw
giving
the red
Sarah
coats
Jane,
out.
the award, the comment award of the night. She has been hitting them like home runs out of the park. Beautiful. Keep them coming, Sarah Jane.
I will give it to your
Jim.
country though, Jim. You guys did throw the red coats out.
well,
Years ago.
And look where it got them, Bilge.
they were muscling in on the business that we Americans wanted to keep for ourselves. I mean, the hell with those. Why should we be paying our cut to the crown? Fuck them. So
If I was
Give
brought
you
up in
a
America, their educational system, these would be the best two reasons I could give you.
hey, look at me. I'm part of the Chicago public school system, and my education was one of the bestest.
Yep. No. When it comes to Queensland, New South Wales, Origin, yeah.
Yeah, we both hate
So-
Melbourne.
everybody has, so Jim, when it's state of origin, Jim. So state of origin is the best players from Queensland.
Wait a
and New
minute.
South
Wait a
Wales.
minute. You're saying that Botany Bay is in Queensland?
No, it's in New South Wales.
Well, there you go.
If there are good football players there,
it's
Jim,
the
Queensland would
Plymouth
quite
Rock.
happily have them in Queensland.
It's the Plymouth Rock of Australia.
No, so
I was
here we
about
go.
to drop. I was about to drop a Botany Bay comment then, but Sarah Jane's in chat.
So Jim, so State of Origin Rugby League is basically the National Rugby League teams, but players from best from Queensland, the elite, and the elite from New South Wales. Now, some of these guys actually play on the same team in New South Wales, but as soon as kickoff goes at State of Origin, they will literally try to cripple each other, like kill each other. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
Yeah, well, hey man, that's rivalries, and rivalries
It's
are
like
very
the
serious.
Battle of the Bulge. You don't care which side you originally come from, you just go at it.
Yep.
It is, and we're talking punching on. We're talking. It's great to watch.
I mean,
Brother
Get
against
your
brother.
carrot out of the house,
state
Jim.
against state.
Sarah Jane gives you a
Yep.
nice compliment, Paul.
What did I do this time? Oh, thank you, Sarah Jane. I don't think anybody else got the reference to that.
Yep. So anyway, all right. The question I'm gonna come up with because we're 15 minutes away from 2 hours. So let's see. I'll come up with this. I'll just say, it's a simple question. What is it now? Again, Ethel, don't answer now. Please, don't answer now. Next week.
Don't
What
be a
is
flash
it?
in the pan, Ethel.
What is
But
it?
it's on its way, Sarah Jane.
Okay, yeah. Pay up, Paul. Anyway, okay. What is it that drew you to build plastic scale models? That's it. What is it that drew you Bilge? No hints, no nothing?
I just said easy. That's easy.
Oh, fine, fair enough. Okay, no biggie. Then we can expect a very short and honest answer from you next week.
Haven't we had that one before?
Maybe, but we're doing it again. So,
No zombie.
I mean, it
Sit.
was yeah. Can I answer now? Sorry, zombie. You got to wait till next week's exciting episode. So, yeah, what is it that drew you to start building plastic scale models? And it can be a number of influences. It doesn't have to be one thing. Everyone's got their stories and everyone's got their examples. Whatever it is, we'll hear about it next week from each one of us. We'll start with the panel first, and then we'll go out to the chat, or the chat can contribute while we're all discussing this. But one thing I propose next week when we're answering, that we all just give the person talking the moment, the floor, so that they can get their answer out, and then we can move on to the next one.
Sounds like a plan, young man.
Oh, well, I'm putting that out for a question to the panel, to everyone right here. What do you all think of that?
Yep.
Is that fair enough?
I'm there for you.
Okay. All right. Okie dokie. I mean, I love the spontaneous jabs and kick-ins when someone's speaking and you hear someone make a wisecrack remark from the peanut gallery. I love that. What do we got here? What do we got? We got a question. What about building any models? What do you mean specifically about that, Zombie?
The question. That's in relation to the question for next week. Are you being
Yes, Sarah
specific
Jane,
on-
you do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, well, we'd like you to stay alive anyway, Sarah Jane.
Yeah, we like the way you torture us with your absolutely awesome builds you do.
Yeah, keep
No, I
torturing
mean,
us with the
Well,
I still can't figure out how you can have 30 going at once.
I guess the best thing we can talk about, say, is
And the
Yeah, I
fact
mean,
that she
it
has a
doesn't-
very
the-
outstanding order of Malibu that's expected to be delivered to her.
yeah, it
Well,
doesn't.
first ship sunk.
It doesn't have to be a model that you get in a kit at a hobby store. I mean, some people, you think about the first models, man,
Like Zombie.
they were making them out of whatever materials could be found at in their workshops and everything else. So
Oh, that takes me back even further then.
I mean, think about it. There were a lot of recognition models that were specifically built by the RAF and the United States Army, Air Force, and Navy to teach their pilots aircraft recognition. So I think what a lot of them were made out of either wood or solid rubber. So I don't remember exactly the material used. But
yeah, you brought that up, Jim. I'm going to throw you a real curveball next week.
Okay, that's all right. Zombie, you spoke it.
You might recall, if I could take our mind back to the Battle of Britain, when Al Swearingen went home to his family and they were in an air raid, and he took his son a model of a Hurricane, as I recall.
Yes. Yeah, Ian McShane. Yeah, the actor. Yeah,
Ian McShane, that's right.
Yeah, Ian McShane. Yeah. There were a lot of great British actors in that film. And now that I'm an older person, I can recognize and name almost all of them now. When I was younger, I only knew the obvious ones like Christopher Plummer and Michael Caine, and Robert Shaw. But there were others in there too.
They're not actors; they're real people.
You are a little turd.
And they played with Spitfires.
Here we go. Jason is still on his first model, though, isn't he? You can't expect anything less from Sarah Jane.
Jason, let me ask you something. I don't know if I've asked you this before. Have you ever actually made a Spitfire?
Yes, I have.
No.
I've made many.
Actually, the better question.
You have any to show us now?
Has he ever finished?
No, I know there's 2 Mark 9s he hasn't finished.
Sorry, Bilge. Say it again, Bilge.
You need to ask the buff, has he ever finished an ASLAV?
Why don't you go suck a
We know
dick?
the answer to that.
Oh, Paul, what were you saying? You Jeffro asked you. What did you say before?
I was just asking, has Jason finished a certain Mark 9 yet? Which he has two of.
Right there.
Oh, now
It's
I know what
in
you're
there.
talking about. Okay, I get it. I know the one you're talking about. All right.
And he's probably got the Mark dates in there as well.
That we did many moons
hang on.
ago.
Where is it? Oh, it's up there somewhere.
Oh, get stuffed. I love you to death, but get stuffed. Get off
I've
a
got
fucking
one
man.
done.
Jack.
And I'm halfway through another, and I've still got a third to build.
Jason actually he
that
was
was
gifted 2
Spitfire
Mark
build.
9 Spitfires.
Yes.
Yes, he has. And a Mark 8.
124th ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
No, but he's got to build it. He's got to build that Stuka first with his dad.
Because Paul,
I know how you gotta find time for that with your ship.
Same time I'm sending him a present.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What about a very, very special build that he was going to do for a certain special Mrs. Somebody?
It's God, for fuck's sake. How did we
We're still
turn on those?
market.
Talk about New South Wales that's bitching on. It's sad.
Wait, I finished my ass left.
I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking
you on
honest.
behalf of a friend? Hey?
Maybe get the ASLAVs out.
You put them back in the box. Oh, hang on. They don't fit because you built them already.
Yeah.
Yeah, righto. But
The
anyway,
command ASLAV
somebody
is
has
sitting
to.
next to the Grant.
I'll get them done in my time. Again, there's no prizes for getting them done quick. There's no, don't get nothing.
That's true. You got a point there, Jason. That's well
But
taken.
Jason's on geological time.
As the earth turns time, mate. As the earth turns.
I'll tell you what, as
Exactly.
a modeler that builds at a glacial pace myself, I'm in no position to make a comment on the expediency or lack thereof of other people's modeling skills. A friend of mine, a retired police officer, he's living down in Gulf Shoals, Alabama now, and he builds at an industrial pace. I mean, every other week, and he's doing multiple projects.
Who's Sarah Jane?
I'm just, and you know what? And these are not hurried jobs. They are not botched. Get them done, no matter what they look like. No, this guy built some Extremely good stuff. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to compile some images and I'm going to send them to Jason to show what my friend John is his name. John lives down in Mississippi. Like I said, he grew up here in Chicago. We're a retired Chicago police officer. Lives down there now, happily married man, and he does a lot of modeling. And I'll tell you, like I said, he doesn't make botched work. He man. Tell you what, if I could.
Does he make different stuff all the time, or all the same thing, always aircraft, or?
Well, he builds mostly aircraft, but he also builds 700 scale ships, and the occasional 48 scale and 35th scale piece of armor. But he's not really an armor guy; he's more of an aircraft guy. But lately, he's been on a 1/700 scale warship bend, where he's built a lot of different models. Again, I'm going to gather up as many images as I've got, and ask him to send me some more of what he does have, and I'll scoop them all up and I'll send them to Jason and some so he can put them on next week or the week or whenever. It doesn't have to be anytime soon. But what I'm saying is that he loves his work and he does it very, very well. I wish I could work as half as efficiently as he does and half as good, because he makes the little details in airplane models stand out. Perfect installations on small parts like canopies, small, pieces all around the airplane that make it look like a real model. It's awesome. Just blows me away, because I do not do small detail work very well. Just don't.
Same as anything, Jim. It's practice. You get quicker, you get quicker the more you do.
These shaky hands, especially this one, can be a bit of a problem when it comes to trying to install fine stuff like what you're doing with the rigging with that Tiger Moth. See, that's why I've stayed away from biplanes, because the rigging.
Well, again, I think it's having the right material. I mean, I didn't know,
and the right tools.
I didn't know what, and sort of just having the right sequence of things, and I sort of had to. I looked at different ways of, like I looked at a lot of walkarounds of how to attach this, and no matter what I had, it wasn't going to look exactly right. So I sort of had to compromise. So I used what I had, and I could have had all different size tubing and all different size of this and that and everything. And I made some little eye bolts, and I made some little things out of wire and stuff. And I'm figuring out how to do things as I'm going along. And it's not going to be exactly right, but it's going to be, not exactly bodgy, and it's all just a part of the process. If you'd never made this is the first biplane with rigging I've ever made, so do as good as you can with it, and then the next one I'll do will be better, because the mistakes that I'm making with this one, which I'm going to correct, I intend to correct.
Ethel's
just talking about it, Ethel. The things that I'm not going to be able to do first go with this one, because I'm buggering up a couple of things, so I'm going back and fixing them up better. The next one I'm doing is a Boeing Stearman.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to do that. And the next one I've got after that, I'm hoping, if it's still there, is an Italian Falco, little stubby wing biplane.
Yeah.
And there was a really good build a guy did of that. And that's what first sort of got me thinking about how to do rigging and stuff, and that sort of got me interested. And ordinarily, if it took me 4 hours or something like that, trial and error, to be doing, I don't know, just do some other thing on an aircraft, like something with the paint scheme or the cockpit or something like that, I'd probably completely get the shits with it. But the fact that I was just doing this rigging, it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, but I know that it was because I'd cut it too short, and it was every time I'd do it and I'd lose grip on it, it'd go flying back, and so I know next time that the next time I do it, I'll make it a little bit longer, so it's got a bit less stretch, and I'm not going to be losing it all the time. So, it's just part of the learning curve.
Could you show Apple your Tiger Moth? He's asked how your Tiger Moth's coming along, please.
Yeah, it's going pretty good, Ethel. I've had a bit of haven't been able to do much this week just because the wife's been sick and I've had to look after her. But yeah, I'm kind of up to the rigging stage, and I'm just trial and error doing that because I've never done rigging before, so I'm doing that.
You want to show it?
It's going all right. No, I put it away. I put it outside.
Right.
Can't see much. It's just bright yellow, stubby fuselage without an engine and a bottom wing. And half of a bottom wing.
Yeah.
There'll be more to see next week, which is what I said last week.
Yeah.
I'm still talking about it, though. So I did say last week, if I completely buggered it up and I threw it out, I wasn't going to mention it again, but I'm still talking about it. So
Yep.
I'm not sick of it yet.
Well, we've hit 2 hours, guys. Firstly, before we do go and depart our ways,
Bill
please.
just turned into a dog.
He has magic show. James, have a safe trip to Cairns, mate. We'll be thinking of you. And Tim,
Yeah,
drive
safe travel,
safe.
James. Yeah.
We expect to be informed of when you get back how everything went.
Oh, yeah.
Jim, I will see you next week.
I'll see you Tuesday. See you Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
I'll be in the chat. I won't be on screen, but I'll be in the chat. Yeah.
Thank you very much for helping.
Get away from that Arizona.
Oh no.
That's it. Good job. Bilge.
Yeah, we know what you're doing.
Bilge.
The dog is dangerous.
General
Intruder alert.
Bill.
Intruder alert. Well, apparently Bilge's hearing is in good state.
But anyway, folks, thanks for joining us all. We'll catch you Tuesday night. Aussie Modelers, Aussie Scale Modeler, my channel. If you do, I don't think I've got any tools this week to show, but that's all good.
Well, Sarah Jane can't wait for the next one to, we're going to do a tool show just for Sarah Jane. It'll be
tool time for SJ. Tool time for
I
SJ.
don't think you'll show.
But anyway,
mate, the biggest tool's in the top left corner.
Oh, bingo!
And there we go.
there we
He's
is.
sunk by battleship.
By the wonder of technology.
There we go. What are you saying, Bill? No, help me out.
Biggest tool's in the top left corner.
There you go. But anyway, folks, thank you so very much. 7 o'clock Tuesday is my show with the North Carolina. We appreciate your time every week that you spend with us. Paul, Jeffro, Dom, Jim, James, Bill, you guys are the best. Chunk, we'll hopefully see you next week, mate. Everybody in chat, thank you. And, well, we are out of here.
Bye, everybody.
Hold on,
See you next week.